The reigning AFC champs, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try the left side. Boswell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That second down play nets a -4.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They'll run on first down. Burks. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. They'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
That takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Wide open receiver, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They want to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Red Dragons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A 10-play drive that time. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
On first down, Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes to throw once more. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here's the home side to take over on offense. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Sheds off the tackle, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to touchdown,
it's complete. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Red Dragons have taken the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned
kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17.
And now here comes Kansas City.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
On second down now, Boswell. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
So, Charles, offensively, this group really playing at a high level, 7-0. And we're still a long ways from discussing a potential unbeaten season, I think. But to use a golf expression, no blemishes on the card, at least to this point.
Yeah, unlike my teenage years where there were blemishes everywhere and the dermatologist was on speed dial. But I do think that they're going to have to start answering questions about this start if they keep winning games. You and I both know, we in the media will start to obsess about it and wonder, can they take it all the way to an undefeated season?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say, on third down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
They're going to look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me. rather than let him shred my defense.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Set for the 2nd quarter, San Diego in possession of the football. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Red Dragons are able to extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now a dump off here complete, and down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. On first down, Boswell. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, Boswell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The Chiefs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll be a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's showing off that arm, showing it off very well. They've got the lead. Don't forget, though, about the protection he's had. The protection's been good.
And I'll guarantee you he hasn't forgotten about it at all, because that's keeping him clean in the pocket, allowing him to step into throws and make those deep passes come true. I mean, it's just been beautiful for him to do. But guess what? In the huddle, on the sidelines, guaranteed he's thanking those big guys up front for keeping him safe. I feel he made him buy dinner.
Indeed, entertaining to relive some of those deep balls. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
They'll run on first down. Burks. Oh, he bowls over him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 64 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. They'll set up a throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
The throw over the middle, taken in. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll drop to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Red Dragons are able to add on to that lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's O'Brien. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try to put some points on the board.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thompson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. On 2nd down now, Boswell. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Webster. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Boswell. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is indeed good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Take it in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them, roar around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
On 2nd down, Burks.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Burks.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. On second down now, Boswell. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Zach Wilson leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the San Francisco 49ers. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for KC in that first half. And not much went right in those first two quarters. You can see the numbers on the ground there. Not a whole lot to write home about so far. Meanwhile, for our home team, they had a little bit more success on the ground than their opponents did. And that should set them up well for the second half to come.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And we roll the tape here now on his 3 touchdowns. Pretty good game.
And you know how we begin every game spotlighting certain players and kind of anticipating that they'll have a big impact on the game? Well, it doesn't matter whether we talk about him in pregame or not. The spotlight firmly on him at this moment. He's having a big-time game. And I know one thing. The fantasy guys who have him, they're pretty happy right now.
Now they just want another one. That catch good for only a couple.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. This one caught by Ridley. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
Let's go.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's O'Brien. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, they wound up losing yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And taken right at the 35. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. So here's the home side to take over on offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Pushes him over. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Kelly. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
This taken in at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
in this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs on 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now a give, right side. Boswell. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, Boswell.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd down, Boswell takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. It's Garner. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Boswell. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he gets going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now back to throw. That's caught by Kelly. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Kelly. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Evans, fast footwork, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? You can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On first down, Burks. 85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll run on first down. Burks. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
KC's offense ready to take over. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes got his man complete over the middle. That's Webster. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there. And it's second down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes over the middle, complete. That's Garner.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, partner. Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Evans.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On first down, Burks. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now here's Mahomes. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And notice you used the word sparked because you're not seeing that on the other side of the ball, are you? The offense right now, the spark has left their game, and it's been because of what you described, that defensive pressure.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They'll run on 1st down. Burks. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Burks, even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Fights loose. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 2nd down now, Burks. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. One final try for Mahomes. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the home team here,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.